Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of the Good Night Podcast. Today we have a very special edition, a Christmas edition.
Yeah.
Hopefully it will be released before Christmas and I'll be able to make the edits by then. As you know, guys, I like to have interesting people on the podcast. Your guest today is my girlfriend's favorite episode.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, she's dating me. She has no great taste.
that-
So, that being said, wait, everything's recording. Yo, yo, yo.
Put that on my tombstone, dude.
Anyways, she is here because you're the only true Christian that I know. Actually,
Don't say that.
I know two Christians. I know you and I know Randy Comey.
Yeah.
And Randy Comey, I'm going to have him in
I
January.
was going to say, I was like, Randy is more
Yeah.
Christian than I am.
So I'm going to have Randy in January, but I wanted to have you because it's Christmas and you told me that you have a interesting relationship with Christmas.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, our guest today, the beloved
Yes. Beloved by Amer's girlfriend.
Joanna Selverajah, everybody. Joanna Selverajah.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
You might recognize Joanna. She does all the spots ever. I wanted to open with it. I don't know if we should open with this, but did you ever think that you would be such a dividing person?
In the scene?
In the
Oh my
scene?
gosh. Can I do this? There's hair there and it's really bothering me on
Where's
this
the hair?
table.
Oh,
Thank you
it's
so
not
much.
mine.
It's not yours?
It's not mine. It is a hair.
Ugh. Don't
is
touch
a-
it. You know whose it is.
Who cares?
Just drag it off.
What's wrong with? I found a hair. What's
It's
wrong?
DNA. When that
So?
person's body finds missing, and they'll be like, "Oh, his
Yeah, but it's,
DNA was found."
they're gonna look. Clearly, it's not Amer. Like my chest hair or my ball hair or my ass hair is not that long. You're really disgusted by hair?
Because we don't know whose it is.
Who cares who it is?
I don't know.
Really? Okay, you know what? Before we start the podcast.
It's just anything that was like from. I was like, how did it come off? How's it here? Hair shed. So
Yes,
fine.
hair
It's
shed.
fine.
So that happens.
But I don't know this person.
Okay.
What if I don't know? Okay, what if you found like a nail?
A nail?
Yeah.
A nail's different.
Why?
Because a nail can harbor bacteria and dirt. Hair, not that much.
What do you mean? Hair
No,
can.
but a single hair? This is insane. The
Please?
ability that...
Throw this hair on the
Wow.
floor.
We should, guys, if you want to... for
You
the
know what
people who are watching this who dislike Joanna,
'Cause there's just
nail her
Your
strands
hair.
of hair. I want to do something so much to piss you off right now.
You know what's crazy is that
Oh, God. Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
is that actually in your mouth?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's
I'm going to keep this as a souvenir.
your girl. If your girlfriend is watching this, don't let him kiss you.
She
What is the
hates
date?
every single joke that involves me
December
putting things
16th.
in my hair. She's like putting things in my mouth. She's like, Amer, can you stop putting things in your mouth?
Imagine you
Yes.
go home and like, I didn't cheat on you. I just swallowed a stranger's hair.
I
It's
didn't swallow
not
it.
that
I just
crazy.
licked
Oh,
it.
that's right. Yuck.
For you, that would be considered cheating?
No, I would
All
not
right,
be considered.
okay,
It's just
just-
like a strange thing.
You're Christian.
Anyway, I'm not
so-
divisive. I'm Christian. Christians are notoriously bringing people together. The president of the United States is a Christian.
Yeah?
We know that.
Yeah?
And I'm so much like Trump. So it's all fine.
Yeah, good. That will appeal to my right-wing demographics who are big fans.
Do you think I'm divisive? I guess it
You
became
are.
it
You
became
are.
divisive.
Yeah.
But I didn't. You know, it's funny. I feel like when I first started, every single person
Mm-hmm.
in this scene is like, I said it on your last podcast. Joanna's so nice. Joanna's so nice. But I didn't say that. You guys said that, and I left it. And it's funny because you know that someone referenced that podcast when they were like, "You're not nice and you're not kind and you're whatever."
You think they referenced the podcast?
Of course.
Shout out if you're listening.
Shout out if you're still watching it. You can reference this.
I have nothing
Post it on
but
your
love and
socials.
respect for your grind.
That could. I mean,
That determination is very rare amongst humans.
yes.
And hey, fucking keep it up, lady. I hope you
To
kill
hate
it.
someone so much to go back into the maybe it wasn't the podcast, maybe it was the clip because that was one of the clips.
Possiblement. I'm hoping the podcast.
But in yeah, exactly. But in either case, it was that I didn't mean to be divisive, and that's what's so
Yeah.
funny is like I stepped in because there seemingly was a lot of division,
yeah,
and nobody was.
And you created more division.
I created more division. Hey,
Instead of fixing it,
you.
you ruined it even more.
I wouldn't say I ruined it more.
You personally.
How come I did it worse?
It has your name on everything. I'm teasing, of course. I'm talking.
No, it's okay.
People who are watching this have no idea what
But
we're
it's
talking
good.
about.
It's good to
well,
have.
I might not
right.
keep this whole
It's
conversation.
okay. We'll just put that in the bank.
Joanna,
Yes.
so you are a Christian. You're a church girl. You've been to church. You believe in Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Jesus for you is your Lord and Savior.
My Lord is our Lord and Savior.
He died for your sins, right? Because you've been baptized.
I have been baptized.
You can do no wrong because Jesus.
I feel like so much of what you're saying is that's not what baptism means.
Sorry?
baptism doesn't mean you can do no wrong.
No, in the sense that he paid for. You're going to hell. You're going to heaven.
Oh, it's true.
Because he got
He died for us.
crucified
But I think,
and he got lynched and he got a spear through his right side for your sins.
Look who's Christian. How'd you know that? Where did you read that?
I like Jesus as a character. I think he's a fantastic Jew.
Do you like him?
He's a great Jew. He's
Yeah.
one of my favorite. After Eugene, he's my
It
favorite
goes Eugene,
Jew.
Jesus, and
Yes,
who's third?
and then
Orange
the
Peel.
rest, and then the rest. Yeah, Eugene
That's pretty
number
good.
one. Yeah,
It'll go Jesus, John Stewart.
John Stewart's Jewish.
Yeah, John Stewart's Jewish.
I didn't know. Is that his real name?
No, it's Leibowitz.
Leibowitz. You see, that makes me sad that you have to hide your Judaism.
Very sad.
As a man who likes Israel and the Jews,
Yes.
it's really great. It's sad that you have to change your name to be accepted by them. Like my name is Amer Rez.
Yeah.
All right.
I hate that. I hate you.
I feel it.
If you had a magical stage name, what would it be?
No,
Amer
it's
Rez.
Amer.
Do you have a middle name, Amer Rez?
Amer Muhammad. You know what's funny?
Can't go by that.
This is a funny story. We might make a clip with it. So my full name when I was born is Amer Rez.
Okay.
I'm born Amer Rez. And when I started comedy, I was still an engineer, and I didn't want anybody from work to find out that I'm a comedian going on stage with like I'm just being a disgusting dark comedian.
Okay.
So I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna change my name to Amer Rez. I removed the L
Why would they? Why would that make a difference? Why would
because
the
I'm like,
L-
because I'm stupid. I think you forgot because I'm like,
The
they'll
L.
never like if
Yeah,
they Google
yeah.
Amer Rez, they're like, that's a
They're
completely
fool.
different human from Amer Rez.
What is
I
L?
call
The?
yeah.
Amer the Rez.
Yeah.
Because it's El Munzer too, right?
El Munzer, exactly. It's the Munzer, the Rez, the whatever.
Does every family have that?
No,
Or are they? Why do you?
only the people who has they have the.
But why would someone not want that, or would want that?
I took it off. No, I took
Sorry,
it
you
off
don't
because
need to
I
touch it, we'll just
didn't
close
want to.
sounds.
Okay, I took it off because I thought that if you would Google Amer Rez,
No, I know. I know what you did it.
understood, yeah.
But I'm saying in general,
Yes.
like a. It's not Andrew El Khoury.
no, but that's a different family name.
Yeah, but is there like a significance when people do or don't put the L?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay.
It's just
El Rez seems cool though.
I might have to bring it back because
The Rezes.
I'm not an engineer anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Plus, I want to start
Because that
French
was the
comedy.
problem.
Yeah, I want to start French comedy, and Amer Rez, it has a, but
Amer
Amer Rez has a little je ne sais quoi. You
It
know
would
what I mean?
sound Ambrez.
Amer
Amer
Rez.
El Rez.
Amer Rez.
You're doing French comedy soon? That's
I'm doing
amazing.
fierce. I
You're
booked
gonna
my
make
first spot.
bank, baby. Oh,
That's the whole idea. That's gonna be
When-
my day job. Is French comedy.
literally.
My day job is
What is
gonna
your
be
first spot?
in February. I'm gonna try to get one before,
Nice.
just to.
Are you gonna, is this a Amer Rez exclusive? You're gonna announce it?
Oh, they know. The people,
Oh,
the fans.
sorry. I listen to your podcast sometimes.
I brought it up. I brought up that I want to do French comedy. I think it's time.
It's going to.
It's it's what's interesting is that I started writing in French, and when you write in French, I'm coming up with new punchlines,
Mm-hmm.
or I'm seeing the issue with jokes that I already
English.
have. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm saying this sentence in English. Why is it not getting a punchline? And then I'm saying it in French. I'm like, oh, it's missing
A beat
the
or
the
whatever.
beat, the detail for them to draw it. Like I'm drawing in my mind better.
But English is such a. It's like the most reductive language, right?
Yes.
Like so.
yes.
French,
However, French has way more funny sounding words.
like
I find than
like
English.
onomatopoeic sounding words, or like
Just
there's
just words are funny in French.
okay.
Like map out is cartographier.
Oh,
How stupid that is.
okay, automatic. Yeah, yeah.
Cartographier.
Cartographe.
Cartographier.
it.
It's just French
You know what I
has
like saying in French is Adrien Grenier.
Adrien Grenier.
Adrien Grenier is
You know
a
how
beautiful
funny that is?
French name.
Yeah. There's words in English that I find very funny, and I think they're underused. Like don't delay. Don't delay. It's don't delay.
That's not an English word. Is
Don't
it?
delay. Don't delay.
Oh, don't delay.
Don't delay.
Okay, that's-
Nobody says T. Don't delay. Don't delay. Don't delay. Listen to this podcast.
that a-
Don't delay.
Is that a Spanish word?
Don't andale is in Spanish.
Andale.
But don't delay is English. Don't delay. It's just there's
Who
a
says that?
it's me in my shower
It's
going
that's
don't delay.
Alvarez.
Don't delay. Don't delay. It's a funny.
You're a goof. But shout out
I'm
to
a
French.
supreme goof, and I'm so proud to be a goof.
Yes, that's
So,
the best thing.
let's
You were
go
talking
back-
about your favorite Jewish people.
Yes.
I think I'm supposed to say Jewish people. I think we all are supposed to.
No.
Okay.
I hang out with Jews, and they say the word Jews. Listen,
Yeah,
for
but-
anybody now who still thinks I'm an anti-Semite, they're wrong.
No.
I have publicly
You're
supported.
anti-everybody.
You know what I mean? No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I'm pro everybody, but I just want to make jokes about everybody. That's how I live my life.
Excuse me.
Ooh, what is this?
It's my lip balm.
Lip balm.
But
Why
I
is it
think-
so thick? Why is it so thick? It's a
Isn't
giant
it?
lip balm.
Isn't
Let's
it?
compare your lip balm with my lip balm. First of all, mine is
All the way?
Nivea. Is it Nivea for men? I don't know. It's Hydrocare.
Is it SPF?
Je ne sais pas.
But this is like the kid science. Mine is short and thick, and yours is tall and thin.
It's not thin.
Yes, it is.
It's not thin, all right? It's above average. Don't touch my... I'll put a hair in my mouth. I'll
this
put a
was
hair in your
given to-
in your lip
I'll
balm.
die. I'll burn it.
What's the wait? Why is it like this? Why is it thick? This is interesting. I thought they all came this size.
But no,
And turns out there's also some that
this
come in
was
this
a
size.
gift
From whom?
from Raju Chalea.
She knows how to moisten lips.
She knows.
She's a moisten
I don't like the
lip.
way you said it, but yeah, probs.
It's not for resale. I think
don't
she
know her
stole
experience.
it from a farm employee. I think she, like those.
Not for resale.
Yeah.
That
You know what that means? That means this is a échantillon. This is a sample, and she stole it from somewhere.
listen, that's real love. If you're willing to commit a crime for someone,
That's right.
that's how you know.
I recall when I drove your car,
The hand cream.
you carry this, and I need to buy it
Yes,
because this is
intense.
women and creams, man. It blows my mind.
It's the winter, so your hands are
Yeah.
gonna get drier
This
faster.
is beurre de karate.
Karate bar.
Karité.
C'est
Shea butter.
l'Occitan.
Karité is shea butter. Oh, black people.
Don't.
Black. Hey, blacks. It's for
You know,
the blacks.
You know who loves Christmas is black people
They do?
because they were
They get to
all
steal
Christian.
gifts. Hey.
Oh no!
Say that
no,
again?
No, no, that's not true. If you're a black person watching this, I don't know if you love Christmas.
Listen, again, if you're black and you think I'm racist, good luck, man. I
He's
don't know what to tell
not.
you.
No, it's a church thing, right?
I'll eat your
Christmas-
hair. That's
Christmas
how
is
not
so-
racist I am. Sorry. It's a church. Yeah,
It's a
black
church
churches are. Have you ever been to a black church?
Of course.
Like the whole. Oh man.
Yeah, but my grandfather, when I was like born, my godparents were. I think they were the pastors of the church. It was a black church.
Yeah.
So we have all that influence, right? So that's why I know all the gospel songs and all the stuff. Whenever Kim comes in, and like I will drive home, I always have Kirk Franklin playing. Kirk Franklin is great.
I don't know. He's
like the gospel singer that like we all grew up
women
with.
pull it off very well.
Gospel
Like,
singing.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Black women and little children
Oh.
are my favorite people to sing church music.
Yes.
Like you have little children who've been castrated or have not
Oh my
became
gosh.
adults,
They got
and
the
they're like,
little-
oh, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
what heavenly sounds.
Do you
Or like
go-
it's a fat black
have
woman
you
going, bacon and grease. Oh.
That's only partly true. I mean, they're singing. I don't know if that's about that. Have you ever been to church on Christmas or any churches on
Have I
Christmas?
been to church on Christmas?
A church.
I've been
church.
inside a church. I like church. I like
But like
feeling
no, for
small.
like a Christmas thing specifically.
No.
You like feeling small. That's
Yeah.
the whole thing.
You walk in and you're like, oh, this is the architects. Like it's not a religious thing. Like the architects,
They made it to feel small.
they made you feel insignificant.
Yeah.
However,
but it's good.
you're insignificant, but the second you make a noise, the echo.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is like it's an interesting feeling where like I'm so small, but I have to.
But you're
whisper.
still important.
But I have to whisper because if I speak at a normal adult level, I'm
Yeah.
bothering everybody. So it's a weird like what I would like to speak to the first architect of a church, like or a cathedral. Like what do you like?
But I think
Because it's a building aimed for the people, right? It's a feeling building. I call it a feeling building,
sure.
where you go there to you're making someone feel. So when they designed it, I'm like, we want them to feel in touch with God, I guess. So the grandiosity of the building, the feeling small, but at the same time you can't be loud. I'm like, what is the goal? What is the religious goal to build a building?
Maybe
Why
that's
isn't it not just like a
maybe-
cabanon, you know?
But maybe that's the wrong one. Maybe it's not to feel small because that has like a diminutive concept to it. It's more to be like you're small but a part of a body. So like if you're alone there,
Yeah.
then you do feel like, wow, like the world is so big. Literally the world is so big and I'm so small. And then when there's more and more people, it's like, well, we make up this world. And so we're small in comparison to like a God that takes care, that's like shielding us, that's whatever.
So
like it's not to
okay.
it's not to like belittle someone making me feel small.
I've only been to churches alone.
That belittled you? Okay.
No, alone.
Yeah.
When I went to, I think it was in Paris or in the UK, in London, I went to like a very famous church, and there were other people, but they were like tourists looking like, oh. And then they had the ceremony, and the guy was like,
They were playing in the Garden of Eden.
No, I don't know what the song, but he was like playing, and he was playing that
You
song,
wanna-
and people were coming. I'm like, I'm not gonna go eat the bread.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
that was because
In
you
the
wouldn't get
sense
into Muslim heaven if
I
you
w-
ate the bread.
No, it's not that. It's that I felt that I would do it for the experience.
Mm-hmm.
Just for like writing a joke or living. I'm like, oh, I wonder how it feels to eat the bread of, I don't know, the skin of Jesus or whatever.
Yeah.
Or the tone or the hair of Jesus. I don't know. You don't know. You don't know what you're eating when you're eating Jesus' body. Maybe you're eating his hair.
It's true.
And aren't we all Jesus? I should have swallowed that hair.
Oh my God. That's what was sitting around
I'm just
here.
saying. So
Yes,
I'm
tell
like,
me.
you know what? I'm not gonna. Maybe he'll be offended. I like to offend on stage purely.
Maybe Jesus will be offended?
No, the priest.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean?
I couldn't imagine a priest being offended by.
I had a show once where there was a priest in the audience.
Mm-hmm.
And it was
Randy.
a very interesting dynamic because the initial sentiment is to like do the pedophile joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like just, but he's a holy man. We're in the presence of a man who gave himself to God.
No, but
Whatever religion it is, that's such a rare thing.
my former pastor, who I still call him my pastor actually, but I don't go to church anymore. Anyway,
My ex-pastor.
I love him so much. You
Oh
should
my
have him on the
God.
podcast.
Yeah?
He released a book not too long ago, and they did a little book launch at our church, my old church rather, and it takes place. That church is in like an abandoned warehouse. We made it up, and Rashid Badouri is how I met there. So Rashid went and did one of the little speeches, and he made a pedophile joke. My pastor loved it, but some of his family were there, and his family, some of them I know, it's like they're not like religious,
Yeah.
but they're Italian, so they're like culturally religious, right?
Yes.
So even they were like, oh no, like that was too far. I was like, but you don't go to church, and Rashid does, and Dom does, and they were both laughing. But I could send some people, and I'm like, that's so funny. Like even when you're not really religious, but you would get offended by that, but the
of
actual
course.
pastor wouldn't.
Because nothing makes you feel better than to act offended in front of like
Performative,
in the
yeah.
au lieu of someone else who's not there. Like,
Yeah.
I'm offended on behalf of that person.
Yeah.
I'm a righteous person. It's the easiest form of righteousness. It's the easiest form.
I try. Okay, yes. I used to be that way a lot, but I think
You still are a little.
Yeah.
But I think it's just your generation.
But I'm saying more so. I used to much more so be like angry on behalf of. But I will always step in. So I will never be like, can you believe that person said this to Amer? I would be like, in a moment, I'd like, don't say that. And if you were like, back off, I'd be like, all right, fine. I can't like do this. But like I don't like when people will say like, respect yourself. Like don't. And I'm like, yeah, but maybe that person's okay with it. Mm-hmm. You did a show once at Melrose. It was a classic, and Melrose Wednesday is terrible. And then a white woman, came up to me afterwards, and she's like, "You were great. There's not enough women in the lineup." Da da da. I was like, "Thank you so much." And then she was like, "I really didn't like your stuff," but she specified like like to make jokes about wars, and I was so quick
about wars,
whatever you said, and I was like, "Oh well, he's Lebanese," and she's like, "Oh." And I'm sure I just saw your face. I was like, yeah. So like he went through a war, and then and I could see her like, and she's like, I get it. I just think like there's some decorum. I was like, yeah, but you can't say that now because he's making jokes about his life and his war.
Yeah.
And even if I don't like it, it's the same thing. Like when sometimes like a woman will make a rape joke, and the online chatter will be like, what a bitch, what a this, what a that. But ultimately, I was like, I mean, I don't want to put this in I don't hope anybody has. If you're making it about your stuff, then you make that joke. Yeah. But if someone who, let's say, like hasn't, or we've had this conversation a million times.
It's okay.
Right? But I don't like that. I was like, if you're making light of it in like a gross way or a way that's not funny and you haven't been through it, I'm like, then you can't. But for her to say like he is not being sensitive to it, I was like, well, he is talking about his experience, so it's not for you to say, and especially not a white woman at a Melrose Italian restaurant to tell us.
Does it bother you that she's white?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, that's racist.
Because
you're racist.
That's I can't. It doesn't bother me.
You and white women, man. It's a hate relationship.
You know what? It's a newer thing. I lost.
Yeah, you sure?
For sure.
You and women, I would say. Would you say you have an issue with women?
No.
Are you a misogynist?
I think
Can we be best friends?
I think women think that. No, I think that I was my later years, because I went to like a private Christian school, right?
Yeah.
So many of my friends were rich white people, and I loved it, and they were nice, and everything was fine. But I didn't realize until later how much I was code switching. And
what does that mean again?
It means that you have to adapt to someone. You're like a chameleon. So I'm adapting to all of them because they're like the.
In what way?
The
like
it's like
when you're talking to them, like, "Hi, how are you?" And then
like
you speak with Raji, and you're like, "I like chicken curry."
You know what? In a way, yes.
Seriously.
Like it's obviously not an accent, but it's things like I can't have the conversation that we just had. I mean, it's on a podcast with a group of white people. If I was like, this crazy white woman came and talked about a war, I was like, they might be like, oh yeah, but I was like, but you don't get it because you didn't grow up in that way. You don't have like even your lifestyle isn't even close to wars. And it's not like my parents talked to me that much about the genocide until way later. So it's like you end up having to like, when I say code switching, I'm always trying to make sure the other person is most comfortable. And it's like on their terms. The only way I can describe it.
I'm learning that.
Well, the only way I could describe it is like with some of a lot of my white friends, I can go to any restaurant in Montreal and feel fine. I can go to like a 5-star, I go to an expensive, and I'm like, hi, and I know exactly how to speak with them. But when my white friends go to like a proper hole-in-the-wall Indian restaurant, and the waitress auntie's like, what do you want? What are you here for? I know how to be. And they're like, oh, that person was rude. And I was like, no, they're not. This is the culture here. I was like, you are in their place, but they don't know how to code switch to us. But we know how to code switch to them, is what I'm saying.
I think it's just because you're like a second generation immigrant?
What's that?
Like your parents immigrated and you were born here?
So I'm first gen.
Yeah.
I was a first gen.
Okay, so you're first gen? Yeah, your kids won't have that problem. They'll just be slightly tanned.
Yeah. No. But what I'm saying is it's the idea of like who holds all the... Who
Power?
are we bending towards? And who is like the default? Like what's like the normal way to be? Allô, ça va?
I see what you mean in the terms of, but it's...
You know Sugar Sammy's joke about how he's like a white woman is like the top of like she's an apex predator, she's top of the food chain, right? But I believe that, and even like historically when we talk even about like slavery, it was the white women who were like picking the slaves. And when I talk about white women, I'm not talking about like the individual. I want to talk about white people. I'm not talking about will. And I think white people in general, when you have any conversation around whiteness, they're like, I'm not like that. It's like a guy being like...
But you have to be careful with that. Is that I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying we say white women because you live in North America.
Yeah.
Men have been saying women, like misogynistic men, have been saying women are the source of all evils for years. I'm not saying that, but in the sense that
But my friend said...
But you decided, like, no, it's white women.
Yeah.
It's not...
Because I wouldn't say women, because I'm talking about the intersection. So the division you were talking about earlier that we might cut off. To me, it's that I think I was placed in the middle here because some women, the white women specifically, are thinking I'm like anti-woman, anti-feminist because they're wanting me to pick being like a woman. And every woman would agree with what they're saying. But I was like, but I am a woman, but I'm specifically like a person of color, a brown woman. And I was like, and you're making me pick between being brown and being a woman. Or not making me, literally. And it's not like they don't have people of like women of color, you know, who agree with them. But in that case too, it's like you're only seeing it from one perspective, which is like the woman perspective and the most powerful woman perspective, which is the white woman perspective. I'm seeing it in a different way. Like a brown man, I would call you're white passing, let's say, but you're not. Like that white woman who got mad at Melrose.
To use these words.
Yeah, but they're
too
important.
Smart and too old to use these Gen Z. Yes,
but it's
to
not
use
a Gen
these Gen
Z,
Z like a white passing.
I think you're confusing Gen Z with just like the evolution of language.
As I said, listen. Here's what I think. I think the fact that you had to choose between being brown and being a woman. Basically, this is the what we were talking about before.
Yeah.
Women. I don't think most women don't know. You control the world.
Women,
you do.
I mean, economically, for sure.
Because unless the male is
the
enlightened,
Sorry, continue.
Unless the male is enlightened, his only goal is to get the woman he wants, and he wants to give that woman everything he can. So I'm like, okay, do I need to get slaves? Sure, I'll get slaves so that I can offer my woman the biggest. Everything is done to get women. Every horrible thing, not every. But a lot of horrible thing men have done is to have more power to get the best girls.
No.
Yeah.
You're including a caveat. No. I think everything men have done was to gain all the power.
Men have only two pleasures. It's power and banging the woman they like.
But because that's within power.
Maybe, but that's part of power. It's a huge part of power.
But that's why they say
there's no eunuch who has power. You understand? Kings, the second you become a king, you have a harem of like 50 women. Genghis Khan, we all have DNA of Genghis Khan because he didn't just gather the land. He's like, I'm going to have sex with all the women. He wants women. We want the women.
But that's a power move. That's not, you know what I mean? It's like, this is why when people say...
You can say it's a power move. The product is we want the women.
Do you want all of the women?
I just want to give... I have one to love me. It's
exactly.
So hard. But that's just me. That's just me. That's different.
Say,
and I want the best for my woman.
Yes.
So I'm going to work hard to provide the best for my woman.
But I'm saying I think that even men in power have like the woman that they actually love and want.
Have you seen the last movie of Martin Scorsese?
No.
So it's a movie with, I think, Leonardo DiCaprio. It's a movie about the natives.
The Bear. The Covenant.
Is
No.
it the,
No, that's the
I
older
forgot
one.
the name, but it's about that. And there's a scene where you see a white woman, and she's saying, but like, no, we need to help them. We need to help the natives. Like the liberal woman, the idea of a liberal
Yeah.
woman has been, because the men are like, no, we need to get rid of all of them so we can take the oil or whatever,
Yeah.
and we need to kill all the natives.
Yeah.
And we're like, no, but we gotta respect them, and we gotta like them, and we gotta treat them the best.
Yeah.
And you could tell by the face of the man in that scene, you're like, do you understand the fact that we live in this humongous house and you're eating from silver? It's because I did those atrocious things to provide for you.
Correct.
And now that I provided these things for you and you have a certain level of comfort, you're like,
Correct.
yeah, but what about them?
Yeah.
In the sense that,
But that's what I'm saying is unique to
So
white
annoying.
women.
no, of course not. What are you talking about?
When we're talking about the hierarchy.
Listen, no, you can't say it's because they're white. We live in North America, so we have white women. But if you lived in India, the highest caste of women would be saying the same thing.
If we were in India.
If we were in
But
Kenya,
in the-
it would be the same thing. If we were in China, it would be the same thing. It's just that you are in a world
So
where
when we
the
talk-
majority are white women, so you're like, nah, it's them.
Well, not majority, but I think the
Yes.
point is also about walking in and out. So like let's say the richest white woman
Yes.
in Saudi Arabia or in India, let's
White
say, right?
woman.
No. The richest woman in India.
Yeah,
Let's assume she's brown.
yeah.
She's like
Of course,
like a
yes.
proper Indian
Yeah,
woman.
she's an Indian woman.
So where she is, she's killing it.
Yeah,
But you can see all the stuff. If that woman
yeah.
was stripped of all of her looks, or as in like not like physical look, but like if you dressed her up as a lay person,
Mm-hmm.
then she would go to India as a regular, and she would be fucked like everybody else,
Yes.
like Muslim, right? If she came to Canada,
Yeah.
she'd be the same.
Yes.
But if you put a white woman
Yes.
in India,
Yeah.
right, she can walk through. She will still be the most powerful in different places
Why?
because we respect people that way. When I went to volunteer,
Yeah, but it's not their problem. It's not the white woman's problem. It's your problem.
But that's what I'm saying. That's so when we talk about global stuff.
Yeah.
Right. So when I
But
went,
I don't
to,
think so. I don't think a white woman stripped of all her power or whatever
When I went
will be able
to-
to listen. If you truly believe this, you should not be. Don't hate the player. Hate the game.
But that-
In the
but
sense
that's my
that
point.
Learn the game so you can outwit that
but
white
I
woman.
don't hate the play. That's what you're exactly right. That's why I think when I say white women, I'm not talking about a specific white woman. When we say white people, we're not talking about a specific white person. We're talking about the game of white, capital W, white.
No, it's not the game of white. It's the society. I've never looked at a white woman or a
Mm-hmm.
white man and went, they're good at that game, man. They know how to climb that ladder. They know how
I've
to
never-
control.
Yeah.
They know how to go. I'm like, hey, what's up? What's up?
Yeah.
John. And hey, what's up, Joel?
But you think I look
hey,
at people that
buddy.
way?
Hey, bud.
You think I look at Joel that way?
Sorry?
You think I look at
I
Joel?
mean, I look at Joel with mesmerizing eyes. He's a gorgeous man.
But that's what I'm.
He has beauty privilege.
But
It's
that's
not
what
the
I'm
same.
saying. I don't look at the average. For me, like these things only come out in moments like this, in moments of solidarity, right? So there was like the Black Lives Matter protest.
Yeah.
There were a couple. Right? So I went to the first one, and there was a couple thousand people, and I was with all of my black friends and my brother-in-law, and we were there. We did all the stuff and done. And then that was like on the news. And then the next week, every white person I know was at the second one, which had like 100 million people, right? The grassroots. And that was the one that garnered all the attention.
Okay.
But my point is still
What's the
like
issue?
when it comes to like real solidarity, not performative solidarity, which
Yeah.
is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's like this is my issue when I call out whiteness and white women.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you're not able to see something until you think it will affect you. And that I think that white people have that more because there's very little that affects them in the same way.
Don't you find that assuming this is
Racist? No. But that's where you and I will disagree.
Because if you assume, because I assume every in 2025 everything is slightly performative. Everything. We're living everybody is an actor. Everybody has
The
a
world
camera
is
in
a
front of
stage.
him.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody. And you could tell if you look at an old person who just, I don't give a shit. I'll just say whatever's on my mind. They're the last generation of like, they are not performative. So to assume that just because if a white person does it, it's performative. But if a brown person or a black person does it, it's not performative.
I'm not assuming their intentions in that way. It's more like you can see the way in which when someone gets involved, when someone like
Yeah.
that's the whole thing. When people, I mock the black squares, the whatever, in the same ways, right? Where I was like, why are you doing this now, right? And I can't judge someone's actions as far as like I don't really know what's in your heart. I can only see like the strings, which to me are like the amount of time. So when you talk, if we go back to like me stepping in and me getting involved, right? I don't. These things don't benefit me.
But let's go back to the Black Lives Matter. So what you think is that when you think
when it becomes mainstream,
when it becomes mainstream and people got it, but that's just how humans are. I don't think it has to do with color.
I know you don't.
I don't think it has to do with color. Why would it have to do with color?
The Me Too movement was started by a black woman,
Yeah.
Tara Jean Burke, something. I don't even know her name, right? She started it in I don't know what year. Then Alyssa Milano, during the Harvey Weinstein thing, said Me Too. I think Alyssa Milano probably knew. And then it caught fire, right? And everyone's like, oh yeah, because of this, because of her. It was like, but it wasn't because of her. It was because of this woman. But you didn't care about it. But when the white women said something, they listened. So that's what I'm saying.
Could it be that the white women said it more eloquently? She's an actress. She
what
knows
does that mean?
She's an actress. Alyssa Milano, she's an actress. She knows how to emote, how to make you feel a certain feeling.
This goes back to code switching. She has to. You know how she knows how to do that? Because she's white.
No, she's an actress, Joanna. Have you ever seen an actress or like a movie and you see an actress say something and you start tearing up? You know, that's like maybe the 6th time she said it. You know why? Because it's a talent. It's a craft.
Yeah.
To emote a certain feeling, they're good at it. So maybe the lady who brought up the Me Too movement, maybe she was a terrible actress. So the word was not meh. You know what I mean?
Right.
But when Alyssa Milano said it, she's an actress. She knows how to just how to make you feel her pain. That's all acting is making you feel a certain thing. So is it because she's white?
But she has
Rosa Parks, she's black and she's still black.
You
know what I mean?
What I'm saying is, it's the platforms that you have.
Yes. So you think it's the platforms that push it more because a white woman was doing it?
Because
could it be that the product, and it sounds weird, but like the product was presented better?
I'm sure it's a whole mix of things. But even that, to me, it's like there are times when I'm with people of color, or like what I will call like real white allies. When I'm in the green room of a Montreal Comedy Club thing, right? I don't feel like any different with Ben or Joel or you or Roger or whatever. It's like it's all of our experiences. And so when we're roasting someone for being white, or when they're roasting us for being whatever, when you're saying all these things, I feel like, yeah, it's okay because we're all bending towards other people. And I don't have anybody being like, that was offensive, that was not the thing, right? I was like, whatever. But when I'm in white spaces, whether it's literally white, like literally white people, or spaces where I know I'm like, you guys operate a certain way, and so I have to learn how to speak the way that you speak. That's what I'm saying, is like you're wanting me, not wanting me, but it's like bending someone to make them comfortable.
Someone to make them comfortable.
So
and you think that is due to their color, not their ethics or their morals?
It's communal versus individual. I think white culture, North American especially, that's why Eastern Europeans are a little bit different, like when they talk about it, but it's a very individualistic culture because they can be, right? Like colonization, all that kind of stuff is like, it's about you first. Our dream of that, but
it's a North American thing. It's a success driven.
It's a colonizer thing.
It's a success driven thing, and I'd have no problem with colonization at all.
Oh, Amer,
truly.
We need a break. I can't. Okay, well.
Really? You have a problem with colonization?
What? That'll be for a different podcast.
Joanna, your name is Joanna Selverajah.
Yeah.
And you believe in Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's the result of colonization.
Absolutely.
So are you saying that you're a Christian because of colonization and thus colonization is wrong?
No. A lot of you're doing a lot of deductive reasoning there. That is
called having a brain.
You fuck off. Okay. I'm very happy that I'm Canadian. Yeah. I'm very grateful that I'm on.
You should be, yeah.
Those things exist in tandem with knowing what the colonizers did to the natives, to what we caused.
Yeah, but they're all dead.
Oh my God.
Everyone is dead. Every horrible person who colonized and killed did terrible things in the process of conquering a country is dead. So I'm going to be angry at their kids? That's nonsense.
This is not.
Joanna, no. Live your life that way.
But I'm not saying I'm not. But there's nothing about being angry at kids. This is what I'm saying, and this is what the division of talking to you again. It's like I don't have where you and I diverge. I think is in thought and in words and whatever. But I think in spirit, I'm with you, right? Like I'm not gonna go. How do I say this?
Take your time.
I'm not gonna go to a white person and be like, I think that your dad's, or whatever. So I hate. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying like colonization is what like laid the like it was like the roadmap to where we are now. Where we are now is great for us, right? Probably not so
for
much
North
so
America.
for
Most North American.
no. Well, look, I think like the world is in the best time it's ever been in.
It is
naturally, right? Like
it is, of course,
in general.
There's children not dying.
But it's
there's poverty.
But children had to die.
Yeah.
As in, like, no, when I say had, I don't mean literally had to die. Like, I don't think that it is, but it's like the cost of, it's at what cost? Everything is like fine until the cost becomes too small, which is where I think that we're like starting to lose things.
Here's the thing: everything has a good and bad, right?
Yes.
Everything has good and bad.
I think most
everything
things are
has a
neutral.
good and bad.
Okay.
The colonization is a result of a very ambitious leader who moved his people to. Because you have to remember, when you're killing other people, a lot of your people are dying as well. When America decided we want to end slavery, the human cost of that war wasn't just people who were pro-slavery. It was people who were also against slavery. You understand? So when you, as an emperor, you're like, I'm going to colonize. Let's take the Turkish Empire, right? The Turkish Empire, who conquered most of the Middle East and parts of Greece, and is one of the empires. The Roman Empire, the American Empire, the British Empire.
Yeah.
Thousands of humans died in the process of conquering that land. So a lot of innocent people. For me, everybody's innocent. Unless you're the leader, you're innocent. In my mind. And because you're still a human following order because you think it would benefit you, or somebody convinced you that doing this would benefit you and your kids. And on both sides. So it's a person. Some people have a lot of charisma. They're great leaders. Mussolini, Hitler, people who are able to move people to do what they want.
A good leader.
Sorry?
He was a good, he created a movement.
He created a movement, and instead of creating a movement of good, he created a movement for his power.
Right.
Because he wanted to get the best pussy. Anyway, no. But what I'm trying to say is that bad things, a lot of humans die. Cultures got erased. You think Christianity is a good thing. That's a good thing. You became a Christian.
I don't.
You speak English.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
You were able to immigrate
we're talking
here.
About
this
a
is
life
all
that,
a result of.
Sure, but this is a life that I'll never know. I have this iPhone on the back of like a little Asian kid somewhere who's being right. Like we all have to make do with these like terrible things. But I don't think that colonization is good. I should have brought the book. There's a book about Cole Arthur Riley, and she talks about place, and she's like, no one has ever not been in a place. Like, place is constant for everybody. You've always been in a place. You've been without people. You've been without this. Like, but you are always somewhere, and that's why it's like the deepest sin to rob someone of their place is the only thing that they've known. So colonization to me is like the deepest of sins because of that. You've robbed someone of the only thing at any means.
War.
But that's what I'm saying.
War. Yes. War is the like if aliens were to land on. I don't know where I heard this, but like to justify to aliens that we still use war.
Yes.
War is terrible. Here's how much I dislike war. I wouldn't mind being a loser. I'm totally okay being a loser.
Dying. When you say being a loser?
Having another leader. Like, all right, fine.
Oh, yes.
Change my language.
To avoid a war.
Take my land.
But I will never, that's what I'm saying.
Erase my culture.
This is a conversation that I can never not have with you. As in like.
You've seen war movies. You've seen.
For sure. My parents escaped genocide. Like I know, but I'm saying like you're coming to those conclusions based on your primary source.
Yeah,
so I'm never going to tell you.
You understand? That's what people don't understand is that nothing really matters.
What do you mean?
Like in the sense.
You don't think that your comedy matters?
Sorry?
You don't think that your comedy matters? You don't think that you matter?
No, the only thing that matters, I truly think so, is this moment that we share. Like this second that just passed and the second that we're going to pass.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that matters.
The present.
The present. Anything else, it's bad. It's like you take chicken and you marinate it in spices and then you marinate it in something else. It just gets flavored. The future is flavored what do you call that sauce where you marinate it? The marinade of the future is filled with fear and anxiety and what ifs. We don't know.
No.
The only thing that matters
That's-
is this moment that is between
That's why
us.
Christmas is so important. It's the four things. It's Advent.
I have a weird relationship with Christmas.
Tell me.
I love it as a like I love it. I love the tree, the idea of gifts, the Hollywood version of Christmas.
Yeah.
Is beautiful
The
to watch.
commercialism.
The commercial, it's the best holiday. There's not a single holiday across all religions that beat Christmas in terms of like that warmth that it's able to instill in people, real or fake. It's fantastic.
Okay.
Nailed it. Who knew that if you wanted to create the perfect product, you need a Christian idea that is well commercialized by Jews?
It's not a Christian idea though. That's the thing. It was stolen from like the solstice.
Yeah, but it's a Christian
And
holiday.
they made it Christian.
It's a Christian holiday. For me, I can't recall a single Christmas or a Christmas period or Christmas vacation where I was happy, because most of my breakups happen around Christmas. So it's always like a...
Most
and
suicides happen around the holidays.
I get it. Hey, we'll see what happens at the end of this year. Like breakups.
Yeah.
And also the thing is like, I work. My therapy is work. I just focus on my work and I feel better. And there's no work because everybody's on break. Everybody's taking. So you're like, what am I going to do? So you're just left with your thoughts. Oh, I don't have a family. Like my family doesn't celebrate Christmas. I don't have children. I don't have a wife. So for me, Christmas is just like, all right, let's see if I have a girlfriend by 2026. That's always like a...
Oh.
And I like...
And you love it.
I love like this whole... But
then when it's quiet.
Oh, you're like, oh, God, this is...
Didn't you watch How the Grinch Stole Christmas? That's my favorite Christmas movie.
I started watching it with an ex of mine. I don't know if we finished it. But with Jim Carrey, right?
Didn't you date the Grinch? Was that what you did?
Hey, no bad talking about it. We don't talk...
There's one with Jim Carrey, but the OG one, the one from the 1930s. That's the real
cartoon?
one. Yeah. Even the newer cartoon is very good. It's so good. I tend to recommend it.
So he just stole Christmas. What's the story again? What's the moral of the... So tell me the story of the Grinch and what's the moral of the story.
There's a Grinch. I mean, I guess it changes.
There's a man who lives alone.
From the primary book, okay, the Dr. Seuss novel.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Grinch is unhappy. He's just a little grumpy man. He lives alone in a cave. And he hates that everybody in Whoville is so happy. And he hates all the tinsel and he hates all the gifts. And he's like, I'm so done with this. They annoy me every year. They always sing their little song. And he's like, they only do it because of all the festival stuff. So he's like, I have an idea. I'm going to steal Christmas. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And he's like, I'm going to go and I'm going to remove all the lights. I'm going to get all the things. And then they're going to be like miserable, just like he's miserable up in his little cave. So he comes down and then he takes everything. And then he runs into Cindy Lou who I can't remember why that story was important, but anyway, he runs into this little girl and then he pretends to be Santa and she's like, blah, 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 blah. And then he goes up to his thing and he's like so happy. And he's like waiting. It's like a miserable man who's waiting for them to wake up and be miserable like he is. And then they all come out and they see everything stolen and they still sing the little Whoville song. And then he says, it came without tinsel, it came without tags, it came without something or flags. Christmas came all the same. And then he says, maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. And then his heart grows through sizes. And then he goes back into town and he gives everybody the stuff. And then he like joins the town. And the town like welcomes him. And they're like, yes, we can all have Christmas together. So I think the thing is that like we've commercialized it to make it that way. But like community is part of Christmas. This is a man, a Grinch, who's isolated himself. He's done that to himself. And so that's more the point of it is like we've made Christmas into be very commercial.
So the Grinch is just a Muslim man.
He's
just a Muslim man.
The new movie I really love because it's so in the first
it's a man who doesn't celebrate. He's just a Muslim man who doesn't celebrate Christmas.
The Jim Carrey one, they kind of show he was like, you know,
Salam alaikum.
He was kind of bullied, or they were just like a bunch of assholes. But in the newer movie, everyone is really nice to them. So the Grinch goes into town, everyone's like, oh my god, hey, hi, how are you? And he's like, ugh, fuck these people. Like he's really, so it's like, and you're seeing how like your own thoughts can like change things around you when actually people are trying to include it.
So it's not a Christmas movie. It's a philosophy movie.
God, well, if you're not dumb, I'm joking.
Yeah,
that's my favorite. That is my favorite Christmas movie. I love that movie because of exactly that. It's just like it's just about people who change. It's a redemption story, which is the actual Christmas story, I think. That's what Advent is about, right? Like the point, Advent is for
please, you share, because for me, Advent is just a box of chocolate that you're
The
supposed to
Advent
eat one a
calendars.
day to teach yourself discipline, but then you eat all of them in one shot.
kind of. I mean, well, literally, that's the Advent.
So what is
calendars.
Advent calendar? Share with us, oh wise woman.
Oh my gosh! For every pastor that I once had who's watching this, I'm really sorry for butchering this, but as I understand it, Advent is the 4 weeks leading up to Christmas.
Okay.
Because Christmas is like the Jesus story, and
Yes.
he's the hope of the world. Right?
He's the hope of the world.
He's the hope of the world. So it's like the 4 weeks of waiting for the hope to come.
Yeah.
So I think we see hope as like a much more joyful thing. But if you've ever been hopeful for real, if you're in a war or whatever, hope, you're like quite in despair, right? Because you have no hope, and you're like, what is going to happen? And Jesus was born in like, you know.
And how do you feel?
I guess it depends. Like, for example, this Christmas, this Advent, and almost, I guess everything happened like a month before Advent, but it's like, I have like a delusional hope. Like I say about like what the new year's going to bring, but it was terrible. These last couple months have been terrible, right? It's been divisive. It's been angry. And it's like, but you have the hope that like, I guess in this story, it's like 4 weeks from now, like there's going to be something that is going to change things. Like Jesus is the hope for change. And so, like I said, usually it's hope, peace, joy, love. So love is like the incarnation, like he's born. Joy is like more the excited part of hope, right? And then the hope is where you're just like, we'll see what happens.
So the goal is 4 weeks before Christmas. You try to get yourself in a positive mood.
You're preparing. Well, it's like self-reflection, and you're thinking, and you're in this like waiting period, and you should be thinking about your life, and like what you said, right? Like you don't know. We are only living in this moment, but you kind of know like there's probably gonna be a moment after this. And what if this moment sucks? What if you're in this moment? You can't live
your life like that.
Well,
what's the purpose to live your life like that?
Because if this moment is so terrible, then you
don't know what's gonna happen in the future.
This moment right now.
You know the story about
the Grinch.
Not the Grinch, but I think it was like there was a man with his son, and his son broke his leg. And the town people were going, "Oh no, your son broke his leg. This is terrible news." And he said, "We shall see." And then a week later, the army chief came, and he's like, "We need to get all the boys who are healthy."
Yeah.
And then, your son's leg is broken. We can't take him. Mm-hmm. And then I don't remember the story. But the whole goal is like, we shall see.
We shall see.
We shall see.
Yeah.
So just focus on the present moment.
But in the
present moment can change the future moments.
Exactly.
It's very hard. Listen, it's very hard to be in the present moment and just like be with someone. Just like.
But the thing is that like things will change. Like the best is yet to come, kind of thing, right?
I don't know. We shall see.
That's the hope.
We shall see. I don't know.
I would say the hope thing is that the hope is we shall see.
At my age, I only hope I have the health I need to achieve the dreams. That's the only hope.
Yeah.
I just to like do the work. I hope I have the health
to do the work. That's not true. You hope all kinds of things. You just don't want to say it because it might not happen, and then that's sad.
No. I know what I need to do. Mm-hmm. When I was young, like I hope, but it's just like this is childhood. Now when you get older, I'm in my 40s. There's like I know what to do. I just have to just keep doing it till I reach something. But the process is as interesting as the result.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
Advent is the process.
Advent is the process,
and the result is like
Jesus.
the process for Jesus.
The process.
The magic baby's born, and like this magic baby's gonna change everything.
No,
but the Jesus story has all kinds of crazy things, right? It's like King Herod is trying to solidify power, and so this represents like anybody who views anything as a threat. So he's like, we're gonna go kill all the kids. Like that's the
of Jesus. Remind me again.
Yeah. So Mary and Joseph have to flee because they have like a prophecy, like this magic baby that's going to set people free, or is going to be like the Messiah, the King. And he thinks it's like a worldly king. So he's like, this baby is going to take my place. So then he's like, go find all the kids
and just chop them off. Yeah.
And then he does it.
He does.
But they escape.
But you understand, like it's what's crazy about this? I didn't say not but. I used the wrong word pronoun. But is adverb.
It's not a pronoun.
No, what is it? But
a conjunction.
I used the wrong conjunction.
That might be wrong too, though.
The fact that back then people did that out of pure like, I think the future baby, like people, of course, kings killed children. Just kill all the children. That's what I'm so lucky we don't live in that time.
Of course, 100%.
Just imagine your king, like, he's just gonna kill all the children.
So that's one.
Let's imagine a world with no children.
That's one side character.
My favorite sound in the world is when I'm like in my living room working and I hear from outside my window children playing. Yeah. That's my favorite sound of the world. Imagine if a king goes. Imagine if Michael, whatever what's his name? Carney. Mark Carney is like,
one of these kids might be.
We need to kill all these kids.
That's it.
And you're like, all right, he's the king. He gets to choose. No, we live in a great world. We should
But I
have no
think- but I
hatred for
think-
white people.
But I think even that, I do not hate white people.
You do. So,
I don't. I absolutely don't hate white people. I hate white people. If I hate white people, then you hate black people. Do you know what
I
mean?
hate black people. No,
It can't be. I don't hate it.
it's okay. You
We're
have a
talking
thing.
about
It's
constructs.
you like to hurt yourself with these constructs. That's you're only punishing yourself.
No, I think it has actually, like, for me, it's helped me understand people. This last
Some people are garbage, Joanna. But
I don't believe that at all.
Isn't there a good guy who said like God Father forgive them for
they
they do
don't
not
know.
know.
Absolutely.
He said this with lacerations
yes.
from being whipped 60
But
times.
that is how
blood and his are out, and he's like, forgive them, Father. What is your suffering that you cannot even go forgive? You understand? He was there
no.
with a crown of thorn, with the blood
Whatever.
pouring down his face, looking at his mother.
How dare you school me on my
Looking-
God? That's not
Listen, forget his pain. He is in terrible physical pain.
Yes.
He's looking at the sadness in his
His
mother's
mother's
eyes, and he still said,
Forgive
them, Father, for they do not know. Women, abide, like, put this into your life.
I think I got to where I am, and when people are like, "Oh, she's so nice," because I have that.
Except
with
these
everything.
people who truly hurt you.
No, well, that's what I'm saying. I think it's because no, that's not true. They've hurt me in the past.
Yeah,
Just
they
not-
truly hurt you. They hurt you.
This
They hurt-
last time
yeah.
was more the hurt, right?
Okay.
This time they really hurt me. And I
Yeah.
think what made me upset about this time is in the past when they hurt me, I was like, they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They don't realize it. But this time, and it's why I always step in, part of why I step into people is like someone said once, like getting the facts right is an act of love. So if you don't know,
Yeah.
I'm like, let me tell you. So now
Yeah.
you do know.
Yeah.
Then when I give you the information,
Yeah.
you're like, you know what? Fuck this. And you do it anyway.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, it's not that you don't know what you do.
Joanna, you know that you can. No one changes their mind.
I've changed my mind a million times.
No one changes their mind.
That's-
This is. I'm 42.
If you're listening, that's a lie. Everybody
Um,
changes their mind.
nobody changes
You're
their
going
mind.
to change your mind.
If people truly believe in something, even if you bring facts to them, they'll be like, nah, because everybody's
a fact doesn't change people's mind. A
and
feeling about a fact changes your mind.
Every opinion is so rooted in your like who you are,
Yeah.
especially now,
Yeah.
where the world is trying to divide you. This is how people make money, is by division. Like your opinions are your opinions are so much part of your identity that by denying that opinion, even if presented by facts, you're denying their identity. And now with the world we live in, nobody has. The only thing you have is your identity. That's the only thing you have. Some people don't even care about freedom anymore.
Yeah.
They care about their identity. So even if you bring facts, you're not perfect. Whatever argument you brought to them might be a little false. Maybe 5% false, right?
My argument or my fact?
Your argument or your fact might be the way you phrased it, maybe the choice of words. You're sharing, like, there's a truth. It went through your brain. It came out of your mouth. I
Yes.
saw the truth and I said it.
Yes.
This is tinted by you.
Yes.
So you cannot change anyone's opinion.
I can't change this, but that to me is what doesn't change. So listen, someone tells me
Forgive them, Father, for they
don't
do
know.
not
But
know.
do you think?
You
Well,
think
I'll have
God
to.
shortened it from don't, not instead of do not?
Don't do it.
I think
Do
God
not.
was like, do not or don't. What do you think God used?
What if
Hey, yo. I know why God sounds like Vance in my mind. Yo, my
he was
G.
an olive-skinned man?
Yo,
Something
my
like that.
G. No, it's God talking to his son. Like,
I'm not
"Hey,
gonna
yo."
lie to you. I prayed a lot over these, and I am literally working my heart to like forgive these people because I have never been this upset with, and like at a situation.
Yeah.
I don't think like, and my grandfather was a pedophile. Like but those things I was like,
I have to explain for people listening. So Joanna,
sorry, I'm so sorry.
Joanna got into an argument with some members of the Montreal comedy community. So things happened.
Sure.
And her friend. Okay, let's me. Okay, that's an interesting exercise. I'm gonna try to explain what happened without involving anybody's names.
You want to post this?
From a
You want to post this for your Christmas podcast?
sure, why not? It's a Christmas miracle. Okay, put your phone down.
I'm so sorry.
This is a podcast,
This is
woman.
what I meant. Hey,
you're
guys, I'm so
you're getting
sorry.
paid for this.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Now I'm.
This is a job.
go.
So, an argument happened between two people, right? Let's start with this. Two people, somebody did something, the other person criticized that person publicly, and this led to people defending either position A or position B. Let's say you went for position A, and other people went for position B, and then these people started arguing, and you got caught up because you were defending position A. That's what happened.
I think there's more nuance to it. Because the reason
From
why...
if an alien who doesn't know right from wrong,
But to be
an alien, he doesn't know. He doesn't know that this is good, this is bad. Just as an observer, this is what happens.
The thing is, though...
So anyway, and these
Public,
people who...
everything was public.
Everything was public. These people were white. And Joanna, they attacked Joanna and they called her a fake Jesus lover. And that you're not nice and you're not a good person.
Yeah.
Et cetera, et cetera.
Et cetera, et cetera.
As an outsider to this whole thing,
yes,
I found it hilarious.
It was.
I felt bad.
You
for
were not
my
an
friends.
outsider at all.
I wasn't.
You mean you
involved.
didn't get involved?
I did not get involved. I don't.
But I didn't.
My friends, I love them and I supported them
privately.
smartly.
But here's the thing is that I
still believe peace could happen.
The reason why I did was because I didn't want to do it publicly. So I I went in private to try to have a conversation.
Yes, and then
it was publicly.
It was probably you were
and it wasn't
insulted publicly.
That's the thing. I was not trying to defend party A or party B. Right? I was like, this. You said this. Sorry, you're right. Sorry. But here's the thing, right? I was like, you said this one thing about something that I did, which wasn't true. I was not bullying or whatever. Fine.
You think people spoke ill?
That was the first thing, yeah. But then the second thing that was bothering me was because, okay, now you're saying that I did this, I didn't do it. That's fine. You don't believe it or not. However, It wasn't even me trying to be like, I wasn't making an argument for party A. I was trying to point out in party B is like you are saying something that's flawed because I can't defend anybody.
No.
When I say it's the facts over the feelings, right? So the difference is, do you know what Brandolini's principle is?
Brandolini's
principle. It's
It's
a Gen Z principle, Amer.
Tell
This
me
is
about-
so
All
not
right.
a fun podcast.
Let's
I'm so
make
sorry.
it, guys. Brandolini. Who's Brandolini?
Brandolini. I don't know. He's some guy. Albert Brandolini, I think is his name. It's
Joey Brandolini.
AKA you would love this. It's called the Brandolini's principle or the asymmetry of bullshit principle or something, right? And it's the idea that it takes 10 times the amount of effort to dispel misinformation than it does to create it. An exponential amount of time, right? So a lie travels around the world twice, which means the truth has to travel around the world 100,000 times, right? That's the concept of that principle.
That makes sense, yeah.
Which is why, again, like getting the facts right is an act of love. That's the number one thing for me, right? So right now we are in, and there's a difference between misinformation, disinformation, purposeful intent, right? So
she's very Dick Cheney like talking.
No, but this is that
this
bad?
is disinformation and malinformation.
Yeah.
Dick
But
Cheney
I'm saying, so for me, the only way I could say it is like opinion. Someone doesn't like you, right?
Yeah.
So someone says, let's say up until a certain point, they're like, Amer's never had a woman on his podcast. Amer hates women. Yeah. And I was like, well, fact. Amer hasn't had a woman on his podcast. That is a fact. Let's say, right? At the time.
I can have both, don't you?
Well, that's it. But right. So that to me is when you say you can't judge people's opinions, right?
Yeah.
So if they're gonna use that and be like, because of this fact, I know this. I'm like, but that's maybe disinformation because you once said, I don't like that girl.
Yeah.
So like he must not. I was like, that's disinformation because he doesn't like that girl. But it's, I can see where you might have got that.
Yeah.
Now when you say Amer hates women, I'm like, but that's misinformation.
Okay, let's just.
Also, Amer hates women, and I'm on this as a token girl.
Yeah.
So
do you feel that? Do you feel I hate women? I've been accused of that.
No, I don't. Right? I don't
hate
at all.
annoying people.
But here's my thing is like, but I'm also not someone. I don't think you hate women. I think you can be sexist.
Yeah.
And exactly.
But here's the thing: for the same reason that I do jokes about blacks and Jews and Asians and whites, it brings me joy. Nothing
Sexism
matters.
brings you joy. I love it.
No, but like jokes, making comments that are stupid. Being stupid is my favorite thing.
But to me, your sexism isn't.
It's part of me being stupid.
Yeah, but it's not at that. It's not harmful.
Of course not.
So when you make a joke about me in the kitchen or whatever, I don't care.
Of course not.
But if you're like, but here's why I think that like we should pay women less. I'm like, that's proper sexism.
Of course.
In a way that.
Unless it's said as a joke.
Sure.
Of course.
But that's what I'm saying. So when people are like, you're this, you're that, I'm like, yeah, if I'm this, we are all this.
So what you're saying is that the bullshit was spread so much. So you're like, as an act of love, I need to share the truth.
Well, not even. I didn't share any truths. I just said, hey, what you're doing is framing this way. You are not able to see a truth because I know that there are other people who do similar things and they're not dragging them. When this is a white person thing, right? It's like people who do the same things that person, whatever was being accused of, I was like, never gets dragged publicly, never gets all this kind of stuff. It's just along the side of like, yeah, everybody does it. I'm like, okay, so then when you guys start to drag everybody else as intensely, as purposefully, as maliciously as you do,
Yeah.
specifically when you start to drag the white people
Yeah.
that way, then I'm gonna believe like,
Here's
okay,
the thing: public lynchings
Yes.
of like
who has been
everybody,
Who-
Joanna. That's a human thing.
When-
It has nothing to do with white people.
in culture? Well, we talk about
Joanna,
lynchings.
Joanna,
Who was
I
the
come
recipient
from a
of
part
lynches?
of the world
Yeah,
where if a woman cheats on her husband,
lynched.
she is stoned in public. And none of these people are called John, Rebecca. You know what I mean? They're
Sure.
all Mahmoud, Mahmouda, like
Sure.
Khadija. Public, there's an appetite. There's a,
Yes.
it's a sin.
Yes.
And you have to control how much you
Yes.
indulge in this. Until very recently, public executions were legal. So lynching is part of the human DNA.
Oh.
There's literally a movie, The Monster of Frankenstein, where, The Monster of Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Okay, where they gather all around with pitchforks and like, let's burn him.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a religious thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's why I'm not a fan of like crowds.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't know how they will
Who's
sway.
gonna get lynched?
No, I don't know
But
how
that's
it
the
will
thing.
sway.
People are
So in
dumb.
the
A
sense that
person
it's not
is
a
smart.
white thing. Again, it's a human thing. It's a human thing.
For sure.
You see it more because you always have this thing in you, like, oh, white women. But it's a human thing. It's
But
a human thing.
But here's the thing.
It's a
I
human
only
thing.
figured that out. The white thing to me when I saw this pattern. I told you I'm reading the book about like white tears, brown scars. The idea of the Karen came up for a reason. I was like, what is this pattern we're seeing of white women specifically
Yeah.
who are always so nervous? What am I seeing? I lost my community of faith because of an insecure white woman.
Mm-hmm.
I was publicly divisive, whatever, because of an insecure white woman. I was like, to me, I was like, I have insecure friends. I am an insecure person, but I have never experienced this kind of stuff outside of white.
It will happen more if you live in a country that is majority white. Don't worry, Joanna. In
Sure.
30 years, it's gonna be all brown people.
No, but again, this to me is like when they talk about like the cops killing black people. I'm like, the cops kill everybody. Sure.
Yes.
But there's an alarming rate. And that's
Yes.
why we have to focus on that kind of stuff. Is everybody mean? Sure. But it's contextual in different spaces. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying, and once again, I don't hate anyone who's white. I don't hate any person. There's a reason why.
See, I'm not convinced.
But I
okay.
don't have to convince you.
But exactly. But it's a sense that I truly still believe that I'm right. I think the only
you think that you're right?
I truly think I'm right. I think you're. It's
But
just
I
it's
don't
can
know.
only
But what are
hurt
we
you.
saying? What are we saying that's different? I don't understand.
Well,
Oh, sorry.
You're putting color into it. I'm just saying. For me, it's a human
You're
thing.
saying it's a human experience.
It's a human experience.
So let me say
Again,
it this way.
in 30 years, when Canada is going to be, let's say, 50 years,
You know-
Canada's going to be majorly brown.
Yes.
Let's be honest. Okay, the whites are going to be,
Yes.
as much as you see like a Mongolian walking down the street of Montreal, we're going to be grayish. You think that behavior will disappear? Absolutely not.
No.
It's
for
just,
sure.
it's just we're human, and it's just when you say this towards white people, I find that it's
They
just
get more
easy.
sensitive about it?
No, it's just easy.
What do you
because if
mean?
you say anything about black people, you're accused of being racist. If you say anything about Indians, people are going to accuse you of being. If you say anything about Jews, people are going to accuse you of being anti-Semitic. But if you say white people,
But it's how it
who are
affects.
you hurting? White? Come
But,
on,
but
get
literally,
outta here.
but here's the
No.
thing. We're not gonna get into it. Who in
Okay, name me something about black people that
in
you
this
find
whole-
that you find bad.
It's not.
Why do you have difficulty saying that, Joanna?
But this is not.
Asians.
What am I finding bad with white people? How about you say it that way? What am I finding bad? in
You
white
tell
people?
me.
No. You
This
tell me, 'cause
culture.
you're the one doing
No,
it.
but you're saying like, oh, this is because of white culture and because of white women, blah blah blah.
When
Tell me something about black
when
women
I
that
talk,
you don't like.
Because when I talk about white culture,
Are
I'm
they
talking
perfect?
about-
Are black women perfect?
No.
So what's up issue with
But
black women?
we're talking about the white culture as white supremacy, and you're assuming white supremacy is a Ku Klux Klan member, which
Mm-hmm.
is I think where we're differing, right? I don't have to say anything good or bad about anybody. When I say white people, and that's where I think white people suffer. When I say like white people are insensitive, and people are like, well, brown people smell like curry. I don't give a fuck, right? It's like, because me smelling like curry does. I was like, ultimately though, that might affect someone's job, right? If I smell like curry, they're like, well, it's just professional. And I was like, okay, so because the norm is to smell like agua de Gio, to smell whatever, right? So that's where, again, when we talk about white culture in that way, it's because they are the holders of power. And in this specific thing, I know you're saying that Party A has its own thing, Party B, but you know that Party A is part of like a world renowned institution.
The whites, you mean?
The in general,
Yeah.
but even in this even in this microcosm, right? And so whatever they're saying now, which is just words that is just kind of bullshit, it's like, yeah, but it is acutely affecting the person of color. And so for them, it's like, but it has nothing to do with him being brown.
I don't think it has anything to do with the color.
I know it doesn't, and I know that that's what they
This
think
is way
too.
too sharp. People will not. Anyone who following this right now.
sorry.
Let's go back as a
Christmas.
yes, we should go back to Christmas. But what I'm trying to say is that I think the fact that you have so much comfort saying that white culture does this,
Yes.
white women do this
Yes.
and do that, and you cannot say publicly, but black women do this, or like, let me talk about Asian women.
But it's not about let me do this. It's like I said, it's because you're talking about a construct of like, so when they talk about a difficult black woman,
Yeah.
right? So let's say black women have a tendency to be louder, to be sassier, to be speaking whatever. So people will see that,
Yeah.
and they'll be like, yeah. So it's tough, right? So I know black women who have lost jobs because of it, who have said like they weren't the right fit.
Yeah.
But to me, like I talk about my best friend all the time. She's black, and I'm like, you're a crazy black lady, right? And I was like, she is black, she is crazy, she's like, all these things are true. And between friends, like, yeah, she's a crazy black. Like, it's whatever. It's fine.
This is on the
between us.
podcast.
This is on the podcast. She knows that, right? But the problem is, we are talking between friends.
Yes.
But when she goes to a job, and someone's like, that crazy black woman, I'm like, yeah, that's going to cost you your job because you don't know how to deal with someone who's different than you are. So when I talk about whiteness, the point is like, you were wanting me to deal the way that you know how to deal with.
Say it again. You want me?
White people.
Yeah.
When I talk about white people, white culture, it's like, you want me to deal the way that you know how to deal because you've set the table. Right.
Well, if they set the table.
But that's the problem. Right. So when I say they said, so the point is like, I'm being called like, I'm not a good enough feminist. I hate women, whatever. It's like, yeah, because I'm not expressing feminism the way you want me to.
Okay.
And you think that you have the hold on it because
That's
white
fine.
people in general have the holds on whatever is neutral is to them. So when you say like, it's just normal. It's just normal.
Okay. So you think the problem with white women is that they think they hold.
They think that they're
The
objective
law.
and they're neutral.
They're objective and they're neutral.
So when
this is your
someone-
criticism of white women.
Yes.
And you
so
think
when
this is not true.
someone,
Tell me something bad about black women.
but that's not bad.
No, but like this is your criticism, right?
But it's not white. Yes, sure.
I think it's a huge generalization. I think some people are just shit people. Some people are just shit people.
But I don't-
Also, Joanna, some people just don't like you.
But yeah,
I don't
but
know.
that's fine.
And here's the thing: when maybe I'm assuming here. I've never been in that position. Maybe by not liking a certain person, it can evolve into a form of racism. But
So here's look,
I wouldn't say it's a white problem.
Here's my prayer.
Maybe that
for-
should be the name of the podcast. Joanna
White
Selverajah,
problems?
White Problems.
Here's my prayer for myself for the Christmas
Yes,
change.
let's
right?
do
Is
a
what
prayer.
You just said, right?
Yes, positivity.
you
Let's go.
said-
Let's pray together.
I don't. I would. I don't think.
I don't
sorry.
think.
No.
Sorry,
that's
are we not
right.
doing the prayer? Okay.
That's right. During this time, right, I really was like, they are shitty people.
Yeah.
And that's not
Okay.
something that I typically think.
That's how you are.
And but it's like the first time. I've
Yeah.
always been like, that was a bad thing they did, but they're not shitty people.
Yeah.
But I've come to be like, you're a shitty person.
They're shitty people. In your mind, these are shitty people.
In this season
Forgive
of my
them
life.
for they do not
100%.
know.
So my prayer for me is like, I need to move.
So what is the prayer?
I
Can
need
you share
to-
with me what prayer? What was? Let's pray together. I've never prayed with a
I
Christian.
have prayer.
Can we pray together?
Do you want to pray on the
Yes.
thing? I don't
Do I have
know.
to take off my hat?
No.
Okay.
My prayer for myself.
Yeah. You mind sharing it?
No.
Oh my God,
is
that's
that
beautiful, guys.
I want to go back to like seeing these people as people and not as like shitty people, just like neutral people,
Yeah.
like hurt people, and to let my heart soften. Like I can already
But
feel
what is the
myself
prayer?
go
Can
jaded.
you?
Oh.
Do you get on your knees? Do you? What is it?
No.
Is it?
There's two. There's regular prayers where I say
How
may.
do you pray before bed? Like, do you get on the edge of your bed and you?
No, I try to
No?
pray in the
I've
morning.
seen on
before
movie.
bed.
All my knowledge of Christian praying is watching films, where like you get on the edge of your bed, like "Dear Lord."
Yeah.
Have you ever done that?
Yeah, when I was
Okay.
a kid, more so.
Yeah, but you stop.
Is that how you want to do it?
Yeah.
You want me to pray on your podcast?
Yeah, I would love to. Please, like, give us a prayer for the new year.
Usually I would think for myself,
Yes.
for my new
Should we
year.
close our eyes?
You want to close your eyes?
Yes.
Okay.
And say it, and then I'm gonna repeat it.
No, but that's not how prayers. Those
No?
are liturgical. Prayers are for yourself. I think prayers. People think about prayers like asking God for something, but I
Yeah.
think you're supposed to really be like, kind of surrendering and like listening to God. Like you're speaking out into the world, and you hope that at some point God speaks back to you in whatever way He can.
Has
In
God ever
time.
spoken back to you?
I feel so in different
Yeah?
ways. I feel like comedy was God speaking back to me.
In what way? Laughter?
Not laughter, but I think that there were parts of me that God was like, I think you shut these off because you think that this was the best way to be Christian, but actually, like, you can be Christian and like tap into these gifts that I've given you. It's okay to be goofy. Actually, like, it's good that you're goofy.
It's one of my criticism of religion is the lack of goofiness.
100%.
The fact that Jesus, with all his powers, never once looked at his followers or, hey, pull my finger.
Yeah.
And then, dude, you can pull my finger and then like you're whatever. And then, oh my God, I keep pulling the finger.
But he must have
it never
been,
ends. Like,
he must have been goofy because he's like, let the kids come hang out, which is problematic.
didn't he
for
like
what we know.
shout at bald people? Was that Moses?
He shouted at bald people specifically?
Like, no, they were kids and they were mocking.
The
bald
only
men.
time Jesus shouted was in the church.
No, he also shouted at the tree.
Angry.
Remember the tree?
Oh, yeah.
It's not the season.
He
Louis C.K. has a joke about it. Like, if he went to the fig tree and there was no figs, and he's like, motherfucker.
But he had all of the emotions. That's what Easter's about, right? Like, he emoted like a person. Like, he knew what was going to happen, and he went. He's like, why do I have to do this? Why does it have to be me? And God was like, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Your whole thing.
So, and the same thing, Moses. I mean, Jews are the funniest people in the world, so they have a sense of humor bestowed upon them. This is why I think that they are the true religion. Truly.
Yeah.
Truly. I truly believe Judaism is a true religion. Because every time I meet a Jewish person, this sounds weird, but like I generalize. I'm like, oh, I'm going to like you. I'm like, I know your values.
I think it's good to like Jewish people. Sure.
I know your values. I know how you grew up. I know your thought process. I know what your aims in life. We're going to be best friends.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but so far I have not been wrong. I can't say this to every... I'm Muslim, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Muslims, I'm like, boy, if you had a gun...
Amer, don't say that.
Ooh.
This is going to be on your public podcast. You'll have to rewatch it and see what you want to take out of it.
Same thing with Christians. Sometimes I meet a Christian and you're like...
You piece of shit. I'm joking.
You're like... You're supposed
I feel that
to
way
be...
too. I stopped going to church.
Yeah.
I stopped going to church.
Yeah, so what is Christmas for you now? Now you stop going... Because, okay, so when you went to church, what was Christmas? What was Christmas? Like, oh my God. Advent?
Truly, no. As a kid, I didn't have any. As a kid, it was like we used to have to do a play, and I went to a Pentecostal church. It was always like a really aggressive, like Heaven's Gates, Hell's Flames kind of play where it was like, you better change your life now. But the kids had to act in it. And it was like the bane of my existence. But my parents used to always buy gifts for all the kids. So we had like a Children's Day. So I knew in my mind, I was like, oh, that's what Christmas is. Like, we're going to have Children's Day and we're going to give out gifts to everybody. And we got gifts too. But we never had lights and we never had a tree. And my dad
never had a tree.
No, but so sweetly, when I was in Sec 4, I told a boy in Sec 5, we were talking about trees. Like, I've never had one before. And we graduated. The next year, that boy and his girlfriend came to me over brunch, and he's like, I have a gift for you. And he brought me a little Canadian Tire Christmas tree. Aww. And that was so sweet. He had graduated school already. We weren't even that close, but he was like...
He was part of your church? Like, he was
he was at my school. I wasn't even close. I wasn't that close to him. It's a
non-denominational church.
No. Well, it was a Christian school.
Oh, it was a Christian school.
Like, he graduated, and then he came back, and he was like, everyone should have a Christmas tree. And he's like, I waited a year. And
hey, listen, I don't have a Christmas tree, but I think it would be nice.
It would be nice.
I think if I were to be depressed, it would be nice to have a...
Yeah.
Like a tree with lights.
I think now Christmas has always been like it is a giving season, but literally like Mary, like this little teen mom, like she gave her body, she gave her everything, right? They gave the three wise men came and gave gifts. The man at the inn didn't have a thing, but he gave them the place, right? Everybody else, it is a season of like generosity and giving.
Yeah, I think every religion has a like. All right, this month. Generosity. We need to give to the poor and the weak. Every religion has that. I like that. Every religion has a little
mix of giving and hope. It's like you have to give.
Every religion has that. It's just now you got yours is with the birth of Jesus, and then fucking 6 months later you kill him.
Christmas now to me has meant more Advent. Honestly, it's like the end of the year, and like I'm thinking about the past year that's happened, and I'm like, what am I hoping for? What is God like calling me to be quiet about? And to listen to
calling you to be quiet about.
Yeah.
God, more women listen to you.
You shut your whore mouth. But literally, right? It's like it's in these quiet moments.
Yeah.
There's in the Christmas story, the John the Baptist's dad, an angel comes to the mother and he's like, you're really old, but you're gonna have a baby. Tells the father. The father's suspicious, and then the angel silences him.
Slips a Cialis in his cup of wine.
The angel silences him for the whole birth, and they're like, you know what? You just have to be quiet. And they're like, you didn't believe it. It's fine. So just be quiet. And then he was only able to speak once the baby was born. But it's that kind of thing where it's like sometimes you just have to like reflect. Like the Christmas Carol is about that, right? It's the
Which one?
Scrooge, where he sees a ghost of his past self, his present
Yeah.
self, his future self, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like, think about your life, think about where you are, and like hope for the future. Take your time to be quiet, to have hope, to have some kind of peace with where you are,
Yeah.
to have joy in like the moment, and then to have love. Those are like the 4 seasons, and like and hope for this thing that will change. I think that that's like an important thing. Sometimes things are good the way they are, but you should be hoping for like better for everybody, better for you, better for this. Like,
I'm pragmatic. I know I can.
good word
I
award.
could have
Pragmatic.
good. I could be blissful in moments.
Yeah.
In the sense that at the end of this moment we're sharing, you're gonna go fucking Amer. You're gonna be like, that was nice. You felt human. You felt listened to. That's that's you felt.
2 things can be true.
I'm learning a new word. My girlfriend's teaching me about emotional safety.
I felt emotionally safe.
Yes, I'm like I decided that's gonna be my goal because apparently I'm a rough person.
Yes.
and apparently it doesn't work with my girlfriend.
Mhm.
And apparently I need to develop emotional, like be able to make her feel heard, make her feel listened to, in the sense that I don't need to always be right. That's I'm gonna have to work on that. In the sense that I don't need to. How can I say this? Let her live in her life of wrong. I have to. I'm trying
Do you
to look
like-
at it from my point
Do you
of view.
like Mike Birbiglia?
I've listened to him sometimes. Yeah.
Have you seen his first my girlfriend's boyfriend or my ex-girlfriend's boyfriend, whatever, like one of his ones?
I don't recall.
It's really nice. It's really beautiful, but it starts off with him like being in a car accident basically, and like the report was wrong and whatever. And it's a really I don't know if like how funny haha it is, but it's a beautiful like one man story. And then it ends with like his girlfriend at the time being like, why does it matter that you're right now? Like you're literally alive. And it's like, yeah, but whatever. But it was like, you almost died. Like is being right like so important to you in this moment?
Here's the thing. I think
Yes.
it's not that. Is that men? I thought that it was just me, but I was talking with Alex last time. Men have a need to fix, and I find that when I'm with my girlfriend or all my girlfriends, I need to listen instead of fixing, and I have to like literally tell my DNA that helped me survive the lineage of my family
But
that led me to me. I have to like shh.
I have a
And
need.
that's so hard. Like I cannot be myself.
I have a need to. You can be yourself with your girlfriend.
With yeah. I have to be
crazy.
a boyfriend.
Yeah, but that's part of yourself, right?
Yeah, I have to. Yeah, I have to like.
But this is
If there's the levers of like the need to fix,
This
the
should
need to
be-
be right. And I'm
you
like,
compartmentalize.
Sorry.
You compartmentalize as men do. But I have a need to fix too. I think the problem with men again is
Yeah.
that you want to fix things like the way that you want to fix things.
Yes.
You're like, this is the way that I want to do. But
Yes.
also, so that means you end up necessarily sometimes fixing like the wrong thing. So there's you know what I mean? So it's like,
I trust my judgment.
no, but like something that bothers me is when people, you can't always like, give money or whatever. Like, when like a church or somebody who has like $100 billion, like, we're just going to pray that like the hospital gets the funds that they need. I'm like, well, you could probably do that, right? You don't have to just pray about that. Like there's a way that you could actually do this.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's a man that goes like, let's pray.
No. I'm just saying like this concept of people. Oh, I'm sorry, your show's starting.
What?
But it's more like if somebody is like crying because their tire is done,
Yeah.
right? And you're in like the dead of night and you're in the woods, you might have to be like, you need to get into the car and cry because I have to fix this like right now. But if you're in a regular spot and it's fine and you're like, do you want to talk about why you're crying? And that's part of fixing it, right? It's like you have to fix a need before you have to fix an emotional need before a physical need.
A
Physical need before an
I've
emotional need.
never looked at it this way, and I appreciate you. You've helped my
appreciate you.
relationship. I think. I think and I need to rephrase what is the problem.
Yeah.
The problem is not that she's wrong. The problem is she's trying to get a message out to me. She's trying to connect with me.
Right.
And then instead of connecting with her, I'm fixing the problem like it's I'm a mechanic.
But you also might be fixing the wrong problem.
Exactly. Like in my problem,
That's
okay,
it.
that's the car is the problem.
Yeah.
No, she just wants to connect.
Yeah. If the problem is she's not
but
feeling
here's
connection.
the thing, I still have to shut this voice that has led me to survive
Yeah.
as a human being. The thousands of generations before me. I have to shut that voice in order to. Man, is it worth it? I hope so.
But it's a part of you. Why wouldn't you want to blend those two parts? When you say people
No, I
don't
told her like I told my girlfriend, I'm like, oh, it's an interesting concept.
listening
Emotional safety. It all go back to my like the jokes I'm working on right now, where I say like the secret to a long-lasting relationship is lying, and I truly think you have to lie. Sometimes you have to lie to yourself as well. It's lying. It's so much lying. Like the only
you can be honest without being transparent, and I think that you're confusing that for lying.
you can be honest without being transparent. Yeah, but now you're just like bending.
Yeah, but that's important.
No, the secret is just shutting
You don't
up.
have to. You don't have to tell a kid like, "Hey, Santa's not real." That's a fucking lie.
You should know.
You should know, but you could just tell a kid like, you know what, like these gifts are here, and like, can we just be grateful for these gifts in this moment?
I think society would be way better if people start telling their kids way earlier that Santa isn't real. Sure. Because look around you. Look at the 20-year-olds around you right now.
Actually,
they would benefit.
My sister actually just told me that kind of stuff kind of helps kids with imagination, and like kind of lying, whatever, like the tooth fairy or all this kind of stuff. Like it sort of helps kids. Like it helps kids with like the idea of like fantasy, and it helps like their imagination. Like
no, you know what helps with imagination?
Writing.
No, lack of physical things.
Yes, that too.
In the sense that I believe I have a great imagination because I grew up with no toys. Like I had broken toys, and I'm like, all right, well, this
boredom.
Half of not boredom is that we couldn't afford. It was war, so I'm like, well, I'm still a child. Sorry.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
So you grew up in a war?
Yeah. So in the sense that, so I'm like, well, I have to do. So I'm like, all right, well, this half a toy, I'm gonna imagine the rest of the half or this thing, and I'm just gonna create my own universe. So if you give everything to your kids. Well, they don't need an imagination. Why would you need an imagination if everything is given to you?
Sure.
So if you imagine the tooth fairy, no, let them imagine. Why?
Yeah. Well, it's like what they look like, what they do, what you want to.
What about you take the tooth and you're like, all right, let's play with it. Let's create something.
Yeah, like a strand of hair.
Let's take a strand of hair and put it in our mouths and see if this would, elicit a joke or create a joke.
Knows?
Joanna, the goal of this podcast is to discuss Christmas.
I'm so sorry.
It was 20% Christmas. It's not your fault.
I'm sorry.
We always have these interesting debates where you're wrong. And I truly enjoy them.
Listen, I do think that Christmas is like a hope for change for the better. It's like it was the birth of a son who was supposed to be the hope of the world. Yeah. And we have to cling on to that. And that's my prayer.
Yes. Would you want to end this with an actual prayer? That would be great. Can we? I would love to experience Jesus's hands on my shoulders.
I don't know if you could feel it.
I had a friend when I was young, and he was super Christian-y. He was older than me. He was like a mentor to me, and he's one of my favorite human beings I've ever met. He made me part of like who I am as a person is because of him. I've always looked for male mentors in my life because I respect older men.
Oh, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Just that I'm joking. When I was young, my dad left, so I had a need for an older male figure. And wherever I ended up, there was always a male figure that guided me. It's just I have that personality. Okay. And he was super Christian, super mega Christian. And when he passed away, it was a terrible thing. I cried a lot. And he said, I hope you find Jesus. He was super Christian. He was like, I hope you find Jesus. He's like, I hope, like, oh my God, just get ready. If you find Jesus, oh my God, your life is going to be. And I'm like, yeah, but the Jews are so much better.
Jesus was a Jew. Maybe you found Jesus in every Jew you've ever met.
Maybe. Eugene, you're my Jesus. So let's...
you want me to just pray?
Yeah, but you have to say things and I have to repeat them because I don't know anything.
The only thing that you would repeat is amen at the end. Amen means let it be so. So if you agree,
let it be so. All right, let's go. Let's do this. Do we close our eyes?
I'll just pray and then you'll say, I'll say amen and you'll say
will you speak out loud?
Yeah.
Okay, go. All right, my eyes are closed, so I have to put my hand somewhere?
You could do whatever you want.
Okay. Everybody, this is a first. We're going to pray on the podcast.
All right. Dear God of the Christmas season, who was born through a teen mom and who died horrifically and who came to be the hope for the world. Thank you for everything you've given us. Please forgive me for all the pain that I've caused all the people this past season. Maybe forgive Amer too for all the pain that he may have caused, intentionally or unintentionally. And let us be open to change and be open to creativity and to be open to all the lanes that we thought were close to us that you might be wanting to open in 2026 and don't. allow cynicism to make its home in our heart. In your name, amen.
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 Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Let's go. Thank you, Joanna. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
I hope this comes out before Christmas. And listen, follow Joanna. And if you're white, just be her friend.
If I
show her
hurt
the
you,
way.
I'm sorry.
If you're a white person, show her how great you are, because I think you guys are great.
I love white people.
And
I even love the white people.
let
I
her
was
share with
beefing
her the culture, this beautiful culture that you allowed us to grow in and made us the great people that we are right now.
This
And
is so
thank you
funny.
so much for listening, white people and others. And yeah, guys, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And
Happy New Year.
and
I just think it's so funny because they literally online they were like, you're a liar of a Christian, and you made me pray on this podcast.
yes, and we're gonna make a
Performative
clip.
prayer.
Was it a performative prayer? You felt it was performative?
I didn't at all. I mean, they'll say, but honestly,
It was funny.
I am not in a place yet to go to someone specifically, and I don't think I have to. But I do feel what you just said, like I caused more division, and I feel remorse about that. I was like, I didn't want to do that.
But it's okay. It's part of your coolness. You
No.
listen. This is the second.
I don't mind
This is
causing
the second chapter of your life, and you still found a way to cause division.
to cause
It's
some
okay.
kind of bullshit.
You caused one in the first world, and you caused one in the second world. Hey, hopefully it will feed your art. It will feed your art,
We'll
and you
see.
will create all the divisions you want in your art because they're very fun to watch.
Yeah.
It's a talent to be able to create division and to make enemies. So hopefully it will create.
I am not sorry for what I said, but I'm sorry if I hurt any one person because you have to do it.
Amen. Guys,
Amen.
subscribe, like if you're a fan of Joanna, subscribe to this podcast. Thank you so
Even if
much.
you're not, hate watch this, guys. Hate watch it and send it to your friends. Get those clicks up and those subscribers.
Comment in the comment section the ways that Joanna has hurt you.
Yeah.
And I love you very much, everybody. Eugene, you're the best. You, Gabriel, I love you. I love you guys. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Jojo. That was great. What a fun podcast.
I'm sorry.